You're watching Poindexter Lounge. You already know.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge today. Now, look, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and our crew can get together and talk about the things that we love, things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, and so much more. And if those are things that get you going, if those are things, if standing up for the truth, if standing up for what is right gets you going, gets you motivated, and makes you want to be a part of this world, because you know, sometimes there's just things that happen in this world that you just sit back and you just go, what is going on? What world do I live in where this kind of stuff passes as okay and that people just dismiss and think is all right? But if those are the things, ladies and gentlemen, that get you going, then when I say that our crew gets together and talks about these things, I mean you. I mean all of us. We get together, our nerd family, we talk about these things. And if those are things that describe you, please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell, because we want you to be here and we want you to know when we go live. We want you to know when we're here and we do what we do. Now, we got fun things coming up. I always look forward to the fun things. I mean, we're going to be doing a watch party for WandaVision coming up starting tomorrow night. We got a lot of fun stuff planned tonight after this show at 9 p.m. Eastern time. This show is not going to go very long, but at 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight, we're back with our special show, 2 Cents on Nonsense. That's, of course, my show that I do with Johnny Pop. And we cover nonsense in, media and all kinds of different fun stuff. And so you're going to want to be here for that. That's a lot of fun. That's me and this guy right here. But sometimes you got to be serious. Sometimes you got to take a stand for what you know is right. And that's what we do here on this channel. Now, yesterday, y'all saw a side of me that maybe you hadn't seen before. Because let me just put it this way. I am sick and tired of people acting like Ray Fisher isn't legit. I'm sorry. If you come at me and you try to tell me, that you don't believe Ray Fisher, look, that's up to you. Okay. I can't be responsible for you. I'm not here to try to change your mind. All I can tell you is what my feelings are. I can report things the way that I see them and the way that things happen. And that's up to you to decide. And you know what? You could walk away and you could say, you know what, Enosh, at this time, I just don't buy it. I just don't see it right now. And hey, that's completely up to you. I don't understand how you can look at the circumstances. And I hope that you come around to seeing what's really going on here. But I'm not mad at you. But I think it's absolutely hilarious when I have a day like today where people literally are sending me messages and stuff telling me, that I'm crazy, that I'm insane, that Ray Fisher's got to go, that they're glad he's gone. They're glad that he lost his job. They're glad this and happy about that. I don't know what kind of person says that. I really don't. But we've got some stuff to jump into tonight because, ladies and gentlemen, I could not be more happy. I could not be more proud of the fan base. Yesterday when I when I had my little rant, as it were, when we did this right here, and I want to clear something up because there were some people who didn't quite understand what I was talking about here. Because obviously yesterday came the news that Ray Fisher had been let go from the Flash movie, and that the Flash movie originally had intended not to just have him as a cameo, but it intended to have him as playing a bigger role in the movie. That being said, it came down officially yesterday. We saw that Ray Fisher himself shared this right here with us about what happened. And, Ray dropped quite a bit here. And I encourage you, if you have not read this, if you've not thoroughly gone through this, then please go to Ray Fisher's Twitter account, read this. But he lays it out pretty strongly, pretty heavily as to what happened between Joss Whedon, Jeff Johns, John Berg, and of course, Walter Hamada. And I had a lot to say about that last night, and I put it right out there for everybody. And I said from my heart exactly what I feel, that right is right and wrong is wrong. And this was a wrong that was done to somebody, not just one person, whoever else was involved that all these things happened to. This was wrong. This was wrong, ladies and gentlemen. And this needed to be fixed. Now, I'm going to share with you what I put out there today. First of all, hello to everyone in the chat. I am so glad that you have joined me tonight. I'm just now looking at the chat, so if I've missed anybody, I do want to say what's up to Aaron Entertainment. Good to have you here, brother. He is one of our members. Don't forget that we do have memberships. We do have. We're thankful for everyone who helps support the channel. You guys help keep us going. You guys help us keep the lights on. So thank you to all of our Patreon subscribers. You guys are awesome. And there's Aaron Entertainment right there on the Patreon subscribers. And then also our members. Our members continue to grow. And this Saturday, there's going to be a members stream just for members. And I'm hoping to have a little sample for you guys of my new song that I'm putting together, that I'll be finishing up and actually shooting a music video for, called Associate Producer. And it deals with the Snyder Cut. It deals with the Snyder Cut movement. And yes, there are some things that deal with Ray Fisher in this song. And also, if you have I'll put it out there right now. If you have footage of your reaction to when the Snyder Cut was announced, please send me your small little clips. I'm not showing big clips. I'm editing a lot of clips together. So if you have a clip of the day that it was announced that the Snyder Cut was official and that it was coming in 2021, please send it to me or tag me in it, link me to it so that I can get it. You can do that either at poindexterlounge@gmail.com. You can email it to me, or you can tag me on Twitter or whatever social media, so that I can get a hold of that from you. And I would like to put that in this music video. And so if you're one of our members or you're one of our Patreon supporters, we're going to have a special stream just for you guys here on Sunday. And so, or excuse me, Saturday. And I'll be releasing that information to you guys so that you guys can be on that. And I'll give you a little sample of what is going to be coming down the pipe. I'll just tell you this. I played a little bit for Cylon Scotty, and he liked it. It passed the Cylon Scotty test. And, if it passed the Cylon Scotty test, that's a good thing. What's up, Music Man? Good to see you. The Detective 96. What's going on? Absolutely. We support Ray Fisher around here. What's up to my good friend Bruce? Good to see you, man. And Corey, you nailed it right on the head right here. We will never stop supporting Ray. Hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. And man, I could just go down the list. What's up, Movie Watchman? Good to see you. Arkham Gaming, good to see you. He says, hi, how are you doing? I stand with Ray Fisher, but I just wish maybe Walter and Ray were able to sit down and resolve their so do I. But these guys, that's the problem sometimes, guys, is that people run away. They don't want to actually deal with this stuff. What's up, Gillis? Good to see you. What's up, Mark? I am glad that you stand with Ray. Absolutely. What's up, Saggy Melons? Good to see you, Ray. And Barcelona B says, just finished watching a different stream. This keeps getting crazier. I know we got to talk about something that just got literally. Ray just dropped another tweet just a couple of minutes ago, and this is interesting. What's up, Chubby Teddy Monster? Good to see you, sir. And I know there's so many others. What's up? Absolutely, man. Hugo, we're going to support Zack Snyder's Justice League. We're not going anywhere. What's up, Noel? I'm sorry. What's up? What's up, Jeremy? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, man, you know what? I'm glad you're excited about it. I just can't be right now. I'll be honest with you. And this is my point last night. I cannot be excited about a movie. No matter, I don't care if Michael Keaton's in it. Yeah, look, am I excited about that? Absolutely. But I'm going to tell you just flat out. I really feel right now, if nothing changes at this point, let me ask you all a question. Why the heck would Ben Affleck get himself back into this mess? He already got out of this mess once because of Warner Brothers and their junk and their inability to put things together, of their inability to actually be stable and to control their situation and to actually go forward with what they say they're going to go forward with. He's already been through this once. He's already been through all this garbage with what they did to Zack Snyder. Do you really think, given time, I mean, they got him back in the fold. He's healthy now. He's got good things going. Do you really think that he's just going to get back into the same mess again? I don't. And I tell you right now, I'm glad, Jeremy, if you're excited for the Flash movie, so was I. But I cannot, as exciting as it would be to be able to see the multiverse and Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton and all those things come back, I know that I can't in good conscience sit there and watch that movie, not even thinking about the things that have been done behind the scenes and the way that people have been treated wrongly, the way that people have been abused, the way that things have happened, the things that have gone down. I just, look, to each their own. But I'm with you right here, Warzone. And this is what we're going to talk about here in just a second. I am proud of this fandom because, ladies and gentlemen, last night, yes, Cole, us united. And can I say a special little shout out to Cole real quick? She made my day today, ladies and gentlemen. You know, with all the stuff that was going on, with all the stressful stuff that was going on, I want to show you what Cole did today. Cole made me smile today. Look what she did. She posted this on Twitter. And I was going to pull up the Twitter thing later, but I see that she's here now. And Cole, I love you. I love the Nerd Queens, Cole and Nana, and I'm so thankful for their friendship. And look what she did. She used she asked me if I knew who it was, and I said, of course I know who it is. That's Obi-Wan Kenobi. But she used an Obi-Wan Kenobi figure to make this this Enosh Fett figure, and I just love this. This is so cute to me. And you can see here, it's got some lightsabers there. It's got me in a sweatshirt there. Even Tiffany saw it. Says, oh, she's got you in a sweatshirt, even just like you normally do. And of course, here's me and Tiff, Grand Tiff Tarkin and Enosh Fett. I love this. This is so wonderful. Thank you so much, Cole. Cole makes custom pops and sends them out to people, and this is just awesome. And you're absolutely right, Cole. Us united. We need more than ever, we need to use this hashtag. This hashtag, I want to stress to you all, this hashtag does not mean that we all agree on everything. This hashtag does not mean that we all see eye to eye on how things should be or where things are going or all those. That's not what this hashtag means. What this hashtag means is we are united with a sole idea of what is right and what is wrong. And we're going to stand by that. We're going to, we may have differences at times, and that's fine. But there comes a time where we need to put those differences aside and we need to stand for what's right. And this is one of those times, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely one of those times. Yes, we need to restore the SNYDER'S. We need to stand with Ray Fisher. Thanks, Cylon. Cylon down there telling y'all that this song is Cylon certified for sure. And so ambassadorial wing with the hashtag take a hike Hamada. And that is where I am at. That is where I'm at. So now everybody, having a hard time with Ray and acting like Ray, is just making stuff up, right? And Ray is just just pulling stuff out of thin air and whatnot. Here's the thing. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Like Fire Marshal Bill used to say, let me show you something, because this is interesting. And Ray just literally shared this minutes ago, right here. And isn't it interesting? If this is from Deadline Hollywood, so this is from Deadline, right here, and this is right there from Ray Fisher, who shared this, and of course used accountability is greater than entertainment. And I lost it there for a second because I went back, and so now I got to go back and I got to find. It's live, people. It's live. Okay, so here we go. We're going for Ray Fisher. Here we go. Free and of my own volition. I love this right up here at the top here. And so he's got the pinned thing there, and then here we go. Warner Media accused of cruelty and discrimination by Casey Stern after axed sports anchors battle to rescue abused children. And then right here, it's got what do we have here? Let me make sure that you guys are all seeing this from Deadline. Okay, I'm going to have to. It opened it up in a different thing here, so I'm going to open this up and we're going to read what this is all about. And this is the first I'm seeing it, so we're going to find this all out together, and then we need to talk about some things. And I'm going to share with you my feelings on some things today, and then also I want to congratulate. I want to show you actually on my timeline on Twitter what I got to see today. All of you coming together united. It says, with details that would be any parent's worst nightmare, Warner Media and Turner Sports might find themselves truly behind the eight ball if a discrimination complaint from once prominent anchor Casey Stern gains traction. Over the course of the last 2 years, Casey Stern has been put through his own personal hell, the likes of which no person should ever be forced to endure, declares the charge against the AT&T owned entities filed Wednesday with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission over the plaintiff's gender and child care responsibilities. Beginning in about December 2018 and persisting through February 2020, Mr. Stern's 3 young children were subjected to heinous child abuse at the hands of their own mother, Mr. Stern's ex-wife, Shannon Stern, as well as Mr. Stern's boyfriend, Alexander Soriano. The pretty explicit document goes on to say the abuse became so prevalent and vicious that the children began wearing backpacks around the house in preparation to run away. And then interesting related story. Warner Media defends Walter Hamada in response to Ray Fisher Twitter blast over his flash dismissal. It says, after apparently getting little help from the authorities and investigating private investigation of his own, Stern got the children back early last year. The anchor's ex-wife and her boyfriend were arrested in February, out on bail and awaiting trial because of COVID delays. The duo has been charged. The duo has been charged with 15 felonies, including 5 counts of first-degree child cruelty. However, in the meantime, Stern saw his high-profile on-air duties symmetrically cut back, the complaint alleges, and eventually he was told late last year that his contract won't be renewed. To make matters worse, the company has informed Mr. Stern that even though it will not be using him for anything anymore, he is not permitted to seek work in his chosen field until August 2021, when his contract expires, unless he releases the company of liability for its unlawful conduct. The EEOC complaint states of the anchor, who's been a mainstay on NBA, MLB, and NCAA coverage since 2016, which has brought Stern and his Widger LLP attorneys to filing the discrimination charge. Deadline reached out to Warner Media for a response to the complaint, but the company said it doesn't comment on pending legal matters. The media giant may be quiet, but Stern's complaints makes it very clear management at the company weren't seemingly so quiet when it came to Stern's situation. In one particular offensive incident, John O'Connor, producer, responded to an accommodation request by suggesting that Mr. Stern was using his children, who were being beaten by his ex-wife or her boyfriend, as an excuse to avoid work assignments. Specifically, Mr. O'Connor said, when are you going to stop using this family situation as an excuse, the paperwork claims. Wow, that's interesting. These statements, which are only examples, make clear that the company believed that Mr. Stern, as a man, was expected to place his job above his family, regardless of the fact that Mr. Stern's children were the victims of severe domestic abuse. Spreading around recent cases of alleged abuse environments of poor treatment. Okay, so yeah, rather the treatment of Mr. Stern is just the latest example of what has become commonplace practice at Warner Media and its subsidiaries. First signed, yeah. So this is interesting. This is interesting. And look, I don't know all the things about this particular case. I am definitely going to be watching this case. I'll tell you that. I'm definitely going to be watching this case a whole lot more, given everything else that we know. But isn't it interesting? And this is what I'm saying. Warner Brothers, get your crap together. Get your stuff together, or relieve yourself and go out the door. AT&T, you need to come in and clean house. You need to fix this mess. You need to fix what has been going on at Warner and take care of it. Anyone who had anything to do with Justice League, anybody that had anything to do with empowering anyone to treat others like garbage and to not respect people and take care of people, through the reshoots of Justice League, through Joss Whedon being there, through others having a part in it, you know what? You need to clean house. You need to get those people out. You need to find people who think accountability is greater than entertainment. Look, we need people, yes, who can provide great entertainment. You're an entertainment company. But you have to do it with integrity. And this is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. This is what needs to happen. This needs to be done with integrity and not with what we have seen. We have been seeing this garbage, and everybody has been just acting like it's just Ray Fisher, right? It's just Ray Fisher. Well, guess what? It's not Ray Fisher. It's not just Ray Fisher, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's much more than Ray Fisher. We're talking about a company now that needs to take care of this, that needs to deal with some of these issues. Now I want to show you this, though, because you know what? Yesterday, we saw an issue with this all coming out. But today, I couldn't be more proud, like I said, of all of my good friends and people that maybe I don't even know, but maybe I've met you just today. But you know what? Going on from here, we're going to be united, just like Cole here says, because we've got a common goal. We've got a common goal now, and we're gonna do this together, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you what, this is we can't let up. And this is what I've said. We cannot let up. We can't let this be one day of putting the pressure on Warner Brothers and AT&T and things, and then just let up. Like, oh, we did our one day. Let's back off. We need to stay on this until we see action, until we see AT&T take action or Warner's take action or something. But look how proud I am of you guys. Man, you guys are so fabulous. You guys are so fantastic. And I'm so thankful that you guys have stood up for not just Ray, but you've stood up for what's right. And here, look at here, as I go down, like I shared a lot of tweets today. If you go to my Twitter, you're going to find a lot of tweets, and I'm going to read you a couple of things from mine. But just going down here, people sharing my tweets. I stand with Ray Fisher is trending. The fans speak up. People are sharing that even about this video right now, and I'm thankful for that. People sharing a tweet and saying here, multiple people saying this is exactly how I feel. Hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher at Poindexter Lounge, sharing the video, sharing what because I laid it out today. I laid out the timeline today of how things happen. And I'm going to share this with you once and for all of you who come at me, don't come at me anymore. Save your time. I love you. Look, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. But let's not argue. Okay, I don't want to go back and forth with you guys about this. I stand firmly where I stand. And that's it. And I will keep standing here with Ray Fisher until the time comes when either he is vindicated and this is made right by him, or for some god-awful reason that I cannot imagine at this point, something comes out that's not in favor of him. But I don't see that happening. And so I'm going to share that with you. I thanked everybody. Here's more people retweeting. I thanked everyone who continued to tweet about Ray Fisher, to tag him, to tag Warner Brothers Pictures, Warner Media, AT&T, Warner Brothers. Here's where I tagged Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, and Zack Snyder. Because listen, just like I put here, we can be the voice that stands for justice. This is our time. We didn't come this far, ladies and gentlemen, to just go quietly into the dark. More and more people. Here's something that somebody shared, and actually I'm talking to Ray about it, about his design, about possibly doing something with that. But I am look at this, like everybody just coming out and supporting Ray, supporting me, supporting everybody here. This is fantastic. You guys are fantastic. I tweeted out today. I said, look, do we have your attention yet? AT&T, Warner Brothers Pictures, Warner Brothers, Jason Kilar, Warner Media. Hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. If you tweet anything, put in there hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. We are trending. It has been trending. And like I said here, we will not let this go. I'm not going to let this go. Here's all the people supporting it. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that you guys are supporting this for sure. And we have to keep on doing this. We have to keep on doing this. I'm going to show you here because today I've been on it. Here's the live broadcast right here. And here's what we did here. Here's of course where Cole tagged me there with the pop. But check this out. Here's Bruce from Krypton. It says hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. Accountability is greater than entertainment. Look at there. Retweeting what I said. Here again, Bruce from Krypton. Borg Life. We love Ray Fisher. Absolutely. Here's Chris Wong. Listen to Chris Wong. Now, here's something interesting. Chris Wong, you all know Chris Wong. Ping Pong Flicks. Great supporter of DC. Awesome guy. Says here, I'm rebranding my YouTube to cover other genre films. I cannot with a clear conscience be DC-centric now. They are an embarrassment. Hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. Look, this is why you all know I bleed DC. I love DC. My life is couple things, man. Star Wars and DC. My son's middle name is Jor-El. My dog's name is Harley Quinn. Okay. I love DC. Superman has been my inspiration my whole life. But you know what's more important than a character is to have real character. That's what's up. It's more important to have real character than it is to support fictional characters. And when the company that owns the fictional characters that I love and have always stood for what's right, have always stood for the right things and treating people correctly and treating people with respect and standing up for what's right, when that company fails those characters, that company has failed me. And as much as I love those characters, I am willing to lay that down for a time to support what I know is right. And God bless you, Chris. God bless Chris here for standing up and saying, I'm rebranding this is a guy, man, he's been on streams with Zack Snyder, with Dave Pena and all that. I love this guy. And he says, I'm rebranding my YouTube to cover other genre films because I cannot with a clear conscience be DC centric. This is a guy whose whole YouTube channel is based around DC. Man. And look at the people here. Look at the people. Says I'm so disappointed with Warner Brothers Pictures decision. Tone deaf. I stand with Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher is our cyborg. We'll support you wholeheartedly, Chris, on this choice. Like this is I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Chris. Good job. Here's more. And here's more that I shared as I saw people sharing today. I supported others and retweeted. And I'm telling you right now, as you see things, retweet them, tag people, tag these companies, tag Warner Brothers Pictures. Because there's a lot of, look, we've talked a lot about the difference between Warner Brothers, Warner Media, Warner Pictures, all these things. So yes, I tagged them all. I'm tagging Warner Brothers because here's one right here. I put, yes, shame on Warner Brothers, at Warner Brothers Pictures, at Warner Media, and AT&T if you allow this. Talking about Stephen Colbert's tweet here that says, I'm so curious about how this stuff keeps happening and how many people behind the scenes have said, don't worry about it. It'll go away if we ignore it. Stephen, what a great observation. What a great observation. How many people has this happened to? How many people have had to go through this and had to deal with this along the way? It's got to stop. While we're talking about this, I am going to bring in my good buddy here, Brian Master. Now, what's going on, Brian?
Not much, man. Not much at all.
Sorry, I didn't give you any warning there.
No, it's okay. I kind of just woke up from a little bit of a nap myself. The cat naps a day off. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm right there. What do you think of today, man? Have you been doing this?
No, actually, I really didn't know anything was going on about it. This is amazing, to be honest. I mean, I just got up and noticed my Twitter was like all aglow. I was like, oh, hey, look at that.
Here's Nerdy in Many Ways. Here's Dawson. He says, again, I say Warner Brothers does not deserve the characters, actors, and directors they have. This whole situation has been so backwards, it's unreal. Hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. There's my buddy right there.
Well, I think I said it last night. It's like there's a reason why they sold. Like Warner Brothers has been on the rocks for a very long time. So it's like, this doesn't. I wrote in the chat just a second ago. It kind of ruins all that goodwill that they just built up.
Yeah,
with us. I mean, it's like,
yeah.
Dude, how do you come back from that? I don't know.
And Brian, I don't either. Like this is something that literally, it shows us what kind of company this is. If this is how they're going to do things. That they're just trying to appease people, trying to make people, if we can just shut people up, and get people to go away, right?
Yeah.
And we can just give them a little cookie, we'll give them the Snyder cut, and they'll just be quiet while we do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
it's kind of like it's like a placating gesture. It's like, here's the Snyder cut, guys. You guys have been whining. Maybe you'll get off our backs now. Don't put this on Twitter.
Yeah. Look, Detective 96. How many people have to suffer before they get injustice? Moondog, this is a great point. Chris Wong is always so positive in his content too. To see him walk away is a big deal. I think I agree with that, Moondog.
Yeah, that means a lot. Like.
Rasha in the house says, are we going to talk about the elephant in the room? Mr. Keelar knows this. He said so in interviews, or are we bringing selective with our accountability? No, I think that we have to be across the board with this. Everybody needs to be held accountable.
Yeah.
And look, I told somebody today, Memento, brings up it's heartbreaking to see Chris lose faith. So I told our good friend Andrew, and Andrew, I love you, man. I see you there in the chat, but I'm good for now, man. But here's the thing. I told Andrew today, I love these characters, and I'm not just going to go quietly into the night. I'm not just going to let Warner Brothers take away what I love and misrepresent the characters that I love and do this and get away with it. I'm just not going to.
Yeah.
And so we have to stand up to this, guys. We have to keep up. Yes, Chris is awesome. And here's the thing. I don't want anybody to lose their faith in DC, but you know what? I don't stand with Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has proven to me time and time again over the last couple of decades that they don't know what the heck they're doing.
They sold Superman to Canon.
Yeah. No, you're right. Brian Scully, you're right here, man. What's up, Enosh? She says, what happened to Ray and Warner Brothers' actions here are shocking.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah. No, it's I mean, it's messed up because, I mean, honestly, you can kind of see it coming in a sense that's like, we've had the inklings that they're just, the two sides aren't going to seem to get along at this point. So it's like, honestly, I'm kind of happy for Ray Fisher. It's like, great, you don't have to work there anymore, bro. Like,
yeah. Have you ever just got to quit a job?
Oh,
that you got treated like crap.
I quit worse jobs. You know what I mean? Like
exactly. And this is how I feel about this. You know, Kenneth says here, Enosh, do you feel that both DC Films and DC TV at both Warner Brothers and the CW that they treat their employees fairly? I don't think they do. Look, I don't know. I haven't heard a lot from the TV portion of this. Okay. But I mean, if I'm looking at all of it, look, I'm looking at the whole company here. Yeah. I'm looking at the whole thing and I'm asking the question, what are you doing?
Yeah.
How are you treating people? Right? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden do you think that it's okay, Warner Brothers, to just sweep things under the rug? Like, and this is what I wanted to get to. And you know what? This really bothers me here because I have not watched Chris's, I saw Chris's tweet, but this really bothers me. Here when Moondog says, I watched a video explanation from Chris Wong today. He was choked up. It was heartbreaking. Listen to me right now. Screw you, Warner Brothers. If your actions, because you want to protect Walter Hamada, or you want to protect Jeff Johns, or you want to protect John Berg, or you want to protect Joss Whedon of all people, and you do this to good people, where you take people who literally love these characters, whose lives are built around these characters, whose channels are built around these characters, whose fandoms are built around these characters, and you destroy the hearts of those types of people who have nothing but goodwill. I'm not talking about jerk faces who come in here and go off on everybody and act like they're better than everybody else. You start destroying the hearts and the feelings of good intentioned people who just love these characters and just love reporting on it. And that is what Chris Wong does, man. Chris Wong, his reporting, you could tell that he loves this stuff. You know, anytime I watch a Chris Wong video, man, he's excited. He's smiling. He's talking about DC stuff. He's just excited about it. And when you knock the wind out of that sail, screw you, Warner Brothers. Yeah. May you lose everything that you have to lose. That's why I have a hard time going down this route with this Flash movie, with knowing that this kind of stuff happens and that it's just being dismissed. Now, I will address one thing. Yes, you know, well, this is right here, Nathaniel. Yes, AT&T does need to come in and fix this.
Yeah.
And yes, Music Man, they need to come in. They need to clean house.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right here, because Warner Brothers is obviously not going to do it. Now, I will say this because people have been asking me about this, and I'm going to tell you exactly where I stand with this. Amber Heard, I don't follow that. Okay? Yeah. I haven't followed that. Personally, I'll be honest with you. Watching the destruction of two people going at each other like Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, that's not the same as a company.
That's turning a blind eye to bullshit.
Exactly. Turning well, no, I mean, it is turning a blind eye to people being treated like crap who are just trying to go to work.
Yeah.
Okay, look, people have domestic disputes. People can fight. People, they may hate each other, and everybody may take sides about who they trust, who they believe, one over the other. And here's the thing: I don't care about Johnny Depp. Honestly, I don't care about Amber Heard. I don't care about their marriage situation. I don't care about you know, whether or not they get along. I really don't care about who's in the movie. I've joked already several times about the fact that I think it'd be absolutely hilarious, given the fact that people are losing their freaking minds over the idea that Wonder Woman could, you know, cut a head off. That you know, in the Flashpoint you know, story, Wonder Woman actually cuts Mira's head right off. You know, she has an affair. You know, like, I don't care how they choose to deal with this, Brian.
Yeah.
You know, like, that doesn't mean anything to me. We're talking about real life people, real life situations going on, not two people that just can't get along.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
we're talking about a he said, she said spat versus basically finding out your favorite movies were made in a sweatshop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Under harsh working conditions, you know, your movie was made, guys. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we're literally talking about sexual harassment here. Right? Like, anybody who watched Wonder Woman or watched Justice League and didn't take notice of the fact that we had to see how many butt shots of Gal Gadot?
Yeah.
How many butt shots did we see of her in those leather pants over and over again? Like, before anybody even said anything about it, the first time I saw that movie, I turned to Tiffany and I said, is it just me? Or are they really overdoing the butt shots here? Oh, but you know, it's funny to have the Flash fall over himself and land in the cleavage of Wonder Woman, because that makes sense, right? That's who these characters are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, the thing is, what about Amber Heard? I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I'm just telling you. Look, that's why I told, because somebody else asked me about it today, and I said, listen. That's why when you come here and you listen to me talk here on the Poindexter Lounge, you can know that whatever I'm telling you, I have researched, I have an opinion on, and I know about, because I only talk about those things. Amber Heard, I didn't watch any of that stuff.
No, it's TMZ nonsense, man.
Exactly.
Like, I don't care about that.
I know there's a lot of people who did. I know there's a lot of people who are in it, and if that's you, then okay, but that's not my thing. Yeah, Andrew Casali says here, if this keeps up, Affleck will quit again. Why would he come back?
It's like, why would I go work there? They're awful. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's giving them that reputation to the public now. So it's like, maybe this is how it was for Warner Brothers for years, except we didn't really know much about it. So it's like, now that the public knows, it's like, I think sentiment might actually turn against them, and this might be it for Warner Brothers. Like, on a level, you know, like, I don't know, man.
Look, you know, like, I'm not saying necessarily Warner Brothers is just going to go down, but here's the thing, guys. Good luck selling your superhero films now.
Well, I'm just saying, that's like their tentpole thing. What are the movies that have made the most money over the last 10 years? Superhero movies. So it's like, if you fail on that, and you don't deserve to have that property, you don't deserve to be in business, man.
And that's what I said. That's what I said last night. Like, people were misconstruing my thumbnail when I was talking about boycotting this movie. It's not that I want to boycott a movie. You all know from my talks about Star Wars that I'm not just into boycotting movies.
Yeah.
My point is that at this point in the discussion, when it comes to this movie coming out, they might as well not make it. They might as well not make the Flash movie, because now they've just proven again that they cannot just stay out of the drama. They can't just stay out of you know, going from one thing to the next. Good luck making this movie in a non-toxic way, an environment where everybody's just going to be happy. And then when this movie comes out, everybody's going to flock to the movies to see this wonderful Flash movie that was born out of controversy yet once again. Yep. And Rasha, you hit it right on the, if you support an enabler, you're racist too. Simple. It's all connected, folks. And look, I'm not one of these people that goes and, you know, I'm not out here with my pitchfork. Okay. I'm not out here trying to burn the whole thing to the ground. But I'm just telling you, I can't. How can you watch a movie that you know stuff happened behind the scenes like this?
Yeah,
I just don't know.
No, I honestly, that's why I stopped watching a lot of movies recently. Because it's like, ever since the Me Too and all that kind of stuff, we've learned about how basically these companies are little more than, you know, adult film sets. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
very little separates these two kinds of movies at the end of the day, you know, in terms of production. So it's like,
look at Rasha hit it here. FWB for taking our joy away. For real. Look, here's the thing. Now, Brian, for example, you go on other people's streams, right?
Yeah.
Now, Dawson is my good friend. I love Dawson. And I want everybody to know Dawson is really a good guy in real life. Dawson is a phenomenal guy. Like, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to Nerdy in Many Ways, you guys should go subscribe to Nerdy in Many Ways. So I'm using this as an example. Okay. And thank you, Christiana. I appreciate that you feel my passion on this because here's the thing. This is what it's like. This is like me knowing that Brian is going over and streaming with Dawson, and Dawson is treating Brian like garbage. Right? He's cussing Brian out behind the scenes when the show goes off the air. See, what you guys a lot of you may not know if you don't stream, when the show goes off the air, we're still in like a Zoom call. We still see each other like this. And there's many times that we talk for an hour, sometimes 2 hours after the show. I told you all, after I got done with Ray Porter the other night, I talked to him for over an hour later.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
He made me cry. He gave me a song. He showed me a song that because he loves me and Tiff, and he loves our relationship and everything. And he loves Tiff, and he's just like, hey, listen to this song. It's about you know, like it's called If We Were Vampires, and it talks about like it's not even like that type of song, but it just talks about like if we were vampires, we wouldn't have to worry because we'd live forever, but we don't live forever, and so one of us is going to pass away one day and be without the other one.
Yeah.
And I freaking cried. Okay. I freaking cried.
That's powerful, man.
Because it hit me standing there. I literally got, you want to get real? Let's get real. I left that 2 hour stream plus another hour being on there after drinking a couple of coffees and everything else. And I went into the restroom and I'm standing there in front of my toilet, listening to this song on my phone with it on the counter. And I start crying, and I go upstairs and I tell Tiffany, and she says, so basically you were holding your junk crying while listening to a song that Darkseid told you about. Yep.
How many people can say that in their lifetime?
Right. So here's right. Exactly. So here's the thing. Can you imagine, Brian, if after one of these shows you're on with Dawson wearing your Nerdy in Many Ways hat like you are right now, and all of a sudden Dawson's cussing you out, telling you what an idiot you are, telling you that, you know, you don't have as many subscribers as I do, and if you don't if you don't start doing what I tell you to do or doing things how I tell you to do it, I'm not going to have you on my channel anymore. And you know what? I know somebody who can take down your channel. And if you don't start acting right and start doing the things the way I want you to do, then, you know, can you imagine Dawson saying that? I can't imagine Dawson saying that.
No, not
at all. I can't imagine Dawson saying it at all. Right? But here's the thing. What if Brian came to me one day and said, Enosh, I need to talk to you about something. I know that you're all together. I know that you guys all stream and stuff. And you may have noticed that I'm kind of been a little withdrawn lately because Dawson did this, this, and this. And what if I just dismissed Brian? Brian, Dawson wouldn't do that. I know Dawson better than that. And Brian's like, Enosh, you don't understand. It happened. This happened to me. And I can show you how, and not just me, but it happened to other people. But I try to protect my friend because Dawson has more subscribers than Brian. And you know what? I need to be able to stream with somebody who has more subscribers, right? I need to be able to be a part of somebody who can give me something, because that's what a lot of people in our world, ladies and gentlemen, are all about. What can I get out of it? What's in it for me? What's the end game for me? Remember the WB executives when Zack Snyder's tragedy happened and they tried to postpone the movie and they all said, "Oh no, we got to get our bonuses." What's in it for me?
Selfish.
Yeah, a little bit. And that's what we're dealing with, folks. We're dealing with selfish enablers. And not only that, what if I went, what if I said to Brian, well, Brian, yeah, look, I know Zeverfet's a jerk, like that's okay. We'll go after Zeverfet. And you know what? Who Max, we'll throw them under the bus, but not Dawson. Okay. You just dropped this thing about Dawson. We'll do a stream and we'll out Zeverfet. We'll out, Max but not Dawson, man. Dawson's too good of a guy and he's got too many subscribers, man. We can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah. No.
Can you imagine?
No.
Can you imagine?
I would not work with that. I'm sorry. It's like, nah, I wouldn't work with you.
Now you tell me now, then, what if then you all knew that? What if Brian did a stream and said, "Hey guys, this happened to me." Enosh refused to talk about it with me. Enosh was ready to throw, Ryan from Zeverfet and Max under the bus, but he wouldn't go after Dawson. And you knew that. And then you come to the Poindexter Lounge for one of my streams, and I've got Dawson on here. But you like Dawson, right? You like Dawson. And what if I told you guys, guess what? Zack Snyder's going to be on with me and Dawson. Not only that, we got Zack Snyder, we got Ben Affleck, we got Gal Gadot, we got Jason Momoa. Man, me and Dawson, we landed the mother load of panel discussions, man. They're all going to be right here in this room. It's going to be amazing. Dawson's flying in. We're going to have that. How would you feel about watching my stream with Dawson if you knew that Brian was treated improperly? If you knew that Brian was hurt and thrown under the bus and beaten down and threatened? Would you feel the same way? Oh, I'm sure that you would love to see all those people in this room together. And there'd be a part of you that if you heard about it before you knew about the thing with Brian, well, you'd be excited.
Yeah.
But how would you feel if you found out about that? That's how I feel about this Flash movie right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's a perfect analogy. I mean, you can't put it any better because that's exactly what happened. So it's like, you're going to praise somebody that's, talented and all that kind of stuff. And I get it,
Yep. He's
been a good work pony for you. He's bringing in the checks, cashing them in. But at the end of the day, Ray even said it, man. It's like, just because someone's talented doesn't mean they're not an asshole, like,
yep. Exactly.
And a lot of times, the more talented, the bigger the talent, the bigger the hole, like, because they think that they're right all the time. I mean, I think that's a big thing. Yep. And it's a problem that we all have right now. It's like, you know what? Maybe we're not right. Maybe we should step back and go, hey, reassess the situation before we make snap judgments.
Exactly.
I know I've done it. You know what I mean? So like, I need to stop doing that too.
All these people snapping off, just ready to call, Ray names and say things about Ray.
Yeah.
And you haven't counted the cost. You haven't counted the cost of what is really going on. I want to say a shout out to Manna Martin. Thank you, Manna Martin, for the $2 super chat. Hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. And heck yeah, we stand with Ray Fisher. And because you did that, I'm going to give you one of these.
Yeah, you already know. Accountability is greater than entertainment. For sure it is. Poindexter Lounge, I see you out there, player. I see you. Keep up the good work. Keep doing what you do.
There you go. Thank you so much, Manna Martin. Appreciate your support for sure, man. Look, this is what we're talking about here, folks. We're talking about real people, real lives. We're not talking about your entertainment. We're not talking about whether or not you like a movie. We're not talking about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Truth up in the chat up in here. Check it out. Listen, this is what we're talking about, folks. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. And I hope I cleared up. Rasha said, "You're not Enosh, but I have my pitchfork ready." See that? Look, and that's the thing, folks. That's the thing, folks. I tweeted it out yesterday, actually, or was it today? They've shot themselves in the foot with this, thinking that they're standing up for Walter Hamada. The fans are going to be the ones that decide that. And all the people who mocked me yesterday, the messages that I got yesterday from people saying, "Oh, where do you get that there's so many people who are going to stand up for Ray? Ain't nobody cares about Ray. You guys are a small little cult. You're just nothing but a little cult." This little cult's trending today. Hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. So you can take your complaints, you can take your cult, you can stick it sideways, as The Rock would say.
Shine it up real good. Turn that bitch sideways. And jam it straight up your candy. Oh.
Exactly. That's what I feel about it. And Cristiano says, not only that, though, Enosh, from a creative perspective, there's absolutely no way Hamada will be able to pull off the Flash movie. And that pisses me off. Do you guys understand? Like, I'm not saying I want to boycott the movie, but I'm saying there's no way. After the events of the last couple of days, there is no freaking way. You would literally have to be living under a rock or just don't care about other people to say this doesn't affect you at all. Look, I can even understand the person that says, you know what, I'm still going to go see the movie because I just want to go see it. Okay, you know what? I'll even give you that. If for some reason you just love DC so much that you just can't help yourself, that you got to do it. Okay. But there's too many people that know. Cat's out of the bag. And you know what? I'm going to make sure that people know. Because this is not right.
Yeah.
Zod Rider here says, I love you, Enosh. Great stream. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And you know what? I don't know. Mr. Laugh Now, Cry Later says, do y'all think if Hamada was demoted, Ray would be rehired? Listen, I would hope that they would clean things out and that they would make this right, that they would restore things to the way that they should be. If you want to end up rebooting the thing later down the line, do that. But don't sit there and think that you're going to announce that you booted Ray Fisher over all this stuff. And the fans are just going to go quietly into the night. Ain't going to happen that way. And I'll tell you right now, Cristiano, yep, you know what? They may hold on to Walter Hamada, but you know what? It's going to be a tough time for Warner Brothers. It's going to be a real tough time for Warner Brothers. Yeah. You see, guys, I've been saying this for a long time. I've been saying this for a long time. Standing with Ray Fisher. Accountability is greater than entertainment. You're talking about a company, like I know that some of you haven't been so as excited about me as when I talked about movie theaters even, right? And the double-handed way. We're literally talking about a company that can't even get their act together and even tell their investors, hey guys, I know that I know Legendary Pictures that you spent 75% of the money for Dune and for Kong versus Godzilla, but we're not even going to tell you that we're not going to put it in theaters.
Yeah,
wait, I mean, doesn't Warner Brothers sound like a great on the up and up company, Brian?
You know, you got guilds trying to, sue them and all that other kind of stuff. And I don't know. At first I was kind of supportive, because it's like, I understand the position that they're in as a studio, but it's like the way they're going about things is just, I don't know. It's not right. It wouldn't, if I was in the industry, I would not be encouraged to work there.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not. Boy, I'm telling you right now, it's Brian Scully says, this multiverse Dawson sounds like a dick. I'd say his streams are interesting, though. Just once again.
This multiverse Dawson has a goatee, like Star Trek, the original series where the mirror universe, everyone had a goatee.
Well, and here's an interesting point, right? This Flash movie, they're banking everything on this Flash movie, folks. They're literally banking everything on this Flash movie because they need this Flash movie, Brian, to succeed. They need this Flash movie to be good and to bring people back. That's why they're bringing in Keaton. That's why they're bringing in Affleck. It's the shock value. It's the multiverse. It would have been awesome. But then you got to go as far as telling everybody, oh, yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, Cyborg was going to be in it, but we wrote him out of there because screw him.
Well, they're pitching us WrestleMania 3, but we're getting WrestleMania 9. So, it's like...
I'm telling you, this is, and here it is. All this is just from Warner Brothers not wanting to admit they screwed up and are not fixing their mistakes. Mr. Laugh Now, Cry Later. Absolutely. Great point. It's corporate douchebags gone mad with power. Whoops. I lost, that jumped. I had, where was her, I had Rasha's statement here. What's up, Matt Jarbo? I'm using you as a placeholder here. Okay, here we go. So my stream thing doesn't bounce here. It says Rasha says the only thing that will fix the Flash in a satisfactory way is to bring back the original director. Well, I don't know, because you know who I don't blame really, and this is somebody I called upon actually about this. Andy Muschietti. Why haven't we heard from Andy Muschietti? It's his freaking film. Look, I actually like Andy Muschietti. I like what he's done with it. I think he's a good director. So, and Rasha, here's one of those times, like, I don't think that this is necessarily, like, I love you and I respect your opinion with this. I don't think that this is necessarily the only way to bring it back. I think we need to hear from Andy Muschietti. I messaged him via Instagram. I sent him a message, private message, and I tagged him on Instagram because he's not on Twitter as far as I can find, unless you guys know a Twitter handle that I don't know. But I copied that same thing and I put it on Twitter. And I said, Andy, you need to come forward and tell us what's up. Do not let Warner Brothers steal your movie. I want to know what Andy Muschietti thinks about this, because this is his movie that he's supposed to be writing. And you're going to tell me that Warner Brothers told him you got to write Cyborg out? If he's got Cyborg in this movie, why are they meddling once again? Has Warner Brothers not learned anything over the years, Brian? That they just got to keep screwing their own movies over and over and over again?
Obviously not. Like, I don't. It seems like lunacy here. It's like the definition of insanity is, doing the same thing and expecting different results. And it's like, you made money, but at what cost? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's why I get it where the argument comes from, that those movies did make money, but it was like, how did you go about it? It's like, I love Barry Bonds. Okay. He's like one of my favorite baseball players of all time, but everybody knows what he did.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I still think he's the home run king because it takes more than muscles to hit a home run at the end of the day. But it does solely that a little bit.
Having those muscles, though, turns a pop-up into a home run.
True. Very true.
And listen, with enough prep time, the nerd man, I think you need some more prep time. Because this statement falls flat. Look me dead in the eye here when I tell you, you're talking to the wrong person. You're talking to the wrong person. I'm not you. You're not me. You have not sat where I sit. You have not had the conversations that I have had. You have not been here. You're looking from afar. You're saying, oh, standing by a guy with no allegations, you're just pissing off Warner Brothers and proving why you should have never got the Snyder Cut. You know what? You're just proving why you don't know what the heck you're talking about. You have no clue. This man has laid it out very, very clear in detail. And I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. If you're that far gone that you haven't paid any attention.
Well, that whole tweet was literally the allegations that he's made in print form. Like, I don't understand what else you need, but hey, man, do you? I guess, you know.
I guess so. I obviously you haven't read everything. Obviously, you just didn't pay much attention to everything. DC Talk with Extended with the $5 super chat. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, and also a member. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your support, man. You are awesome. I got to get some things for you guys. So like when people, I know everybody else has got their little things. Here, I'll give you this.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
That's for you, buddy. Yeah, no. Let's talk about the allegations. Shall we talk about the allegations real quick? Now, look, I got another show to do at 9 o'clock. We're going to do our 2 cents on nonsense at 9 o'clock. So, but I needed to come on and I needed to talk about this. But you know what? I do want to talk actually about the allegations, and let me pull up. How about we pull up the allegations? Shall we do that?
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good idea here. Let me pull up my my Twitter page here. Which, by the way, folks, can I share something with you? This was kind of cool. A couple days ago, I woke up on Tuesday morning, and Sergeant Slaughter himself had followed the Poindexter Lounge. I have no idea why. And then Sergeant Slaughter followed my personal
That's awesome.
my personal Twitter. I have no idea why, Brian.
I think it's great.
I have no idea why. I didn't do anything, but I'll
let's know about the Macho Man impression.
Ooh,
he's like, oh, yeah. These guys are fans of the business. Fantastic.
Kenneth, I love it. WB is like the anti-monitor, wants to destroy everything we love. That's a great reference.
I'll say I was glad to know that he's still alive, though. I was like,
oh yeah,
what?
Oh, this is a great observation. This is a great observation, Reza. By removing Cyborg from the movie, there'll be big plot holes that they need to fill with BS rewrites. We don't want another bad or okay DC movie. You don't have to fix it if you don't break it.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're going head to head with the King. I'm sorry, DC fans, don't hoist me on a petard, but I'm just saying, like, at this point in the game, Marvel's way ahead. So it's like, I mean, at this point, you're not even trying to play catch up. You're just making movies backwards. Like, I mean, my whole thing with the multiverse, I don't mind a multiverse. I just don't think DC earned theirs. You know, with everybody else, you know, Marvel, they've got a good track record. They've established the main universe, told all the stories they can tell. So yeah, do a multiverse, great. But DC, it's like it reeks of panicking. It reeks of a rewrite, and right there, you know, it's like I don't want to see another rewrite because it just goes to show that you didn't write it right in the first place.
Yep. So Cloven, I will say this: he sat right here on this channel, and he said why he did it the way that he did. Because if he had done it any other way, if he had laid it all out for everybody and told everybody all the information that he had, he's already been through this. This is why I don't understand why you got like you people who don't appreciate what Ray has done, and you're coming against Ray and you act like Ray's done something wrong. You all know, because Ray has said it. He said right here on the Poindexter Lounge, if I had just done like all these people wanted me to do, and I had just laid everything out there, he already said Hamada wanted to know who the people were because Hamada wanted to protect Jeff Johns. If he had laid everything out, you guys act like you never seen a court case before.
Yeah, go watch some episodes of Law and Order.
Good God. Like, seriously, you don't blab all the evidence that you have, but he did need to put things out, certain things out into the court of public public what's the word I'm looking for there?
Public opinion.
Public opinion. So that people were aware of it. So as these things began to come about and information did come out, that people would already be prepped for it and know what was going on. But and I'm not saying you, Cloven, that you weren't getting. I'm just saying I don't believe Ray should have done anything differently. He didn't need to tell. The only people asking for all this information to have come out or whatever is just people who just want the information. They have no vested interest in it. They don't care about protecting anybody. They don't care about who got protected, who didn't get protected, what the actual allegations were. They just want to know. That's it.
Oh, they want the blood. You know?
Yeah, you just want to know because we live in a world where, hey, I need that. I need it now.
Yeah, I need that pound of flesh. Let's do it. Make it happen. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's one thing I've gone to distrust, and it's even more so now that I just watched V for Vendetta. Thanks, Dawson.
The
media. It's like they just. Oh gosh, man.
Yeah,
Vulture.
And Rasha says, "Come on, Enosh, I can in good conscience stand with Zach for getting his movie back, but not extend the same courtesy to David Ayer and Rick Fujiyama. I would feel like a hypocrite otherwise." So here's the only thing about Rick and David Ayer and Zach. David Ayer and Zack Snyder actually made a movie. Yeah. They actually made a movie. They got made and got changed by Warner Brothers. And the movie that came out was not their movie. Mm-hmm. With Rick is not the only director who's been attached to this Flash movie.
Yeah, that's the other thing about it. It's like everything's been up in the air since Justice League anyway. So it's like
yeah. So Lord and Miller were attached to this Justice League movie. Like so Rick, as much as I understand what you're saying, Rick didn't actually make the film. It's not like Rick made the film. People start off on films all the time and get taken off of films because they're not a good fit. Look at Star Wars. Look at Josh Trank, for goodness sake. You know, like he was going to do the Boba Fett movie and he got taken off of that because he just wasn't a good. You know, there was a bunch of weird stuff that happened. There were some different things that happened. So that's where I feel differently about this situation. Like, and I totally respect your opinion, Rasha. And if that's how you feel, then I totally respect it. But it's just not how I feel because it's not like Rick made the Flash movie. And look, I would be right there with you. If Rick made the Flash movie and had a movie that Warner Brothers messed up, I'd be right there with you. And I would feel the exact same way. But that's where I put it into a different category as somebody who, you know, he could have very well been treated poorly by, I'm not saying that he wasn't treated poorly by Warner Brothers. I'm just saying like the movie wasn't made and taken away from him like it was like,
different circumstances on those ones. No, it's very true, Matt.
Well, you should, you might learn something.
Yeah.
You want a live debate.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We'll come back sometime. We'll. You know what? I'll do it because you won't last very long.
Matt's got a good point there, though. That's true.
Yeah. Rush says with enough prep wants to publicly show us he's an enabler. Let's go then. Yeah, but he's not getting on right now. But let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else here before I share my my timeline here because I've got this timeline that I want to share with you all of where things stand, and this is what you all should have seen. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, Chan, for sure. So let me share with you here my Twitter. I posted this morning. This was the first of many tweets that I had this morning that you all should go back and read. I'm just going to tell you that. If you want to know where I stand, if you want the final say and what Enosh Fee thinks about this and where the Poindexter Lounge stands on this, and then you have to decide where you stand on it. That's all I'm going to say because this is based on all the information that has come out. So all of this has been the stuff that's actually come out and been said, and you can debate it if you want. You don't have to believe it. You can believe whatever you want to, but this is what has been said. This is what actually you all say, well, why didn't Ray say anything? This is what Ray has said, and this is enough, folks. This is enough. Like everybody going, oh, Ray didn't say. What has Ray said? What does Ray actually put out? This is what Ray has put out. So deal with it. Read it in all of its glory. Read it, understand it, and deal with it. I don't know what to tell you. If you can't deal with this.
Yeah.
So here we go. Yes, we need to stand together. Absolutely, the Ashman. Okay. So here's what this says. This is my tweets today. Part 1. Hamada, everybody who says, oh, so because this was all stemmed from somebody told me, like, he needs to prove it. He needs to prove it. He tried to prove it. He tried to go to Walter Hamada after it was all said and done, because first he tried to go to Jeff Johns, and Jeff Johns told him no, because Gal Gadot had issues, and she took them up, and they actually treated Gal Gadot with some respect and actually allowed her to take her issues up the chain of command. When Ray tried to do the same thing, Jeff Johns shot him down and said, no, that's just how we do business. That's just how we do things. You need to let it go. When it was all said and done, Ray tried to bring it up with Walter Hamada, the new president of DC Films, and Walter Hamada tried to throw everybody under the bus except for Jeff Johns. And then here it is. Hamada didn't want to give Ray Fisher the chance to prove it. He wanted it to go away. That's the truth. He wanted it to go away and for Ray to not talk about it anymore. And it's people like Hamada that have put Ray in the position he's been in to seek outside help. The very reason that you and I even know about this right now is because of people like Walter Hamada and Jeff Johns. Because if Ray had been able to take it up the proper chain of command, it would have been handled internally, and we may have never known about this. You understand that? That's the interesting thing about this, is if Warner Brothers had just handled this correctly, they could have avoided this whole PR nightmare. But that put Ray in the position that he was in to seek outside help, meaning he couldn't give out information publicly because, oops, I'm going to go through here. Hold on a second. Because I love Twitter. So much fun. Because part 2, he was trying to protect Jeff Johns. So if you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at Hamada for not getting the info you wanted or want. Everyone who complains that you don't know what happened. Exactly. Let me drop an exactly on you. Because this should have been taken care of internally by Walter Hamada when Ray Fisher brought it to his attention. Now here's some other people trying to tell me stuff, whatever. And this is where we saw that, you know what, we were trending today, which is awesome. Thank you to everyone. And let's keep this going. Tomorrow, do this again. Keep it going. Keep the pressure on. Number 3. Instead, Hamada decided to attempt to protect Jeff Johns and was willing to throw Joss Whedon and John Berg under the bus. Just like any job, concerns and allegations should have been addressed as they were presented instead of saying it's above my pay grade because you're the president, Walter Hamada. That is your job. If anybody is going to take it up the chain of command, it should be you.
Yeah, the buck stops with you, good sir.
You have no, and I repeat, no excuse, Walter Hamada, for not having taken it up the chain of command. That's why I put, it's your responsibility to take care of issues that arise and make sure the company is taking care of everyone, not just the director. Ray said that Walter told him it was his job to take care of the director, to protect the director. No, Walter Hamada, it's your job to protect all those working under your presidency of DC Films. If you can't do that, why are you there? That's why Ray Fisher tweeted that Walter is an enabler and the worst kind, because he was unwilling to let the natural order of things play itself out. If Ray had been able to take it up the chain of command and it didn't go anywhere because the allegations were proven false, we would have never known about it and it would have disappeared. But they were scared. You ever ask yourself, all of you guys who are so against this, have you ever asked yourself this question? Why haven't they just let this play its course? Why have they tried every step along the way to fight Ray? Why is it when Ray released information that they completely made up a lie and a fake story about Jason Momoa playing Frosty the freaking Snowman? Is that not weird to you? Is it not strange to you that literally they have tried to fight him at every corner instead of just letting him get his information supposedly out there and then just letting it go? Even when they got an investigation going, they didn't even let it be a third-party investigation, but they had to still fight it again. Are you kidding me? So,
yeah,
so do your job, Walter Hamada, or step down. It's very simple. So here we are. Warner Brothers Pictures, Warner Brothers, Warner Media, shooting themselves in the foot yet again with a DC property. I don't approve necessarily of boycotting a film, but how am I supposed to enjoy a movie, even with a great story and actors, if I know these kinds of things took place? How are you supposed to enjoy this movie? AT&T, you need to clean house at Warner Brothers. You have access to some of the greatest characters. We just read Dawson's tweet, didn't we? That they don't deserve all these characters. You have access to some of the greatest characters and stories in history. But Warner Brothers has shown over and over again that they don't know what to do with them. So please, for the love of DC, fix this. Hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher.
Please.
Please. Please.
Come
Can you
on,
just,
man.
I don't know, can you just do the right freaking thing for once? You know? Exactly,
Take some of the
exactly,
good words.
Ryan. Exactly, Ryan. There's a pattern here.
Yeah.
Yes, Ray followed all the steps properly.
I'd say pay it no mind, man. Come on, this guy.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding right now? Are you, I'm sorry, at this point in this conversation, you ask a question like, Poindexter, why did Ray go after Whedon and switch to Hamada now? We have literally, during the course of this broadcast, gone through the entire history of this entire freaking thing. If you've been around for even half a second, not even this broadcast, but if you've actually like read any of Ray's tweets, you would have been able to follow this pattern. Pretty simple. Warner Brothers screwed Zack Snyder. That's where it started. Zack Snyder had a horrible tragedy in his family. Warner Brothers refused to push the movie out, hired Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon came in, did not fulfill Zack Snyder's vision of the film, rewrote like up to 95% of the movie. That's why we're getting a 4-hour freaking film. Brian?
I don't know, man.
I swear to God. I swear to God. Like, are we really at this point where people are still asking this kind of question right now? Like, he rewrote up to 95% of the film and put it out as if it was Zack Snyder's film, but it was totally discombobulated, stuff that made no sense in there because Joss Whedon did it, put a bunch of stupid jokes in there, put a bunch of inappropriate stuff that we've already talked about, and treated the cast and crew like crap that they've all come forward in some way, shape, or form and said, yes, this happened.
Yeah.
Then for 3 years, a group of people have been encouraged by Zack Snyder's vision and saying, there's a Snyder cut. I have a cut of the film. I have a cut of the film. With people telling us, no, it didn't exist. Didn't exist. Raising money for suicide prevention. Over $500,000 raised. For a good cause.
Yeah.
So yes, Whedon was the first. He was part of the investigation and he has been let go from his other project that he was doing at Warner Brothers. Jeff Johns and John Berg were also part of it. Jeff Johns was the president of DC Films at the time and ignored the whole thing and was a conspirator towards it all. So yes, Ray Fisher went after John Berg and Jeff Johns. But who did he go to? Walter Hamada, who was the new president of DC Films, because Warner Brothers sucks. And they can't even keep people in the positions that they have. Because everybody that they put in there fails. Fails miserably.
Yeah.
Walter Hamada learned about the information and did not want to go after Jeff Johns, was willing to go after Joss Whedon, was willing to go after John Berg, refused to go after Jeff Johns. So therefore, he enabled Jeff Johns to be able to get away with the things that he did, threatening people's careers, putting people on the back burner, and not allowing Ray Fisher from the get-go to just be able to go through the natural pecking order and get this information taken care of behind the scenes. And now we're here.
Yep. And that's a shame, honestly.
And there you go. I mean, like, I'm serious. Like, I'm trying not to be a dick about this, but seriously, like, can we pay attention? And I apologize if you just don't know, I apologize. But you understand, like, we're at a point with this. Yes, Samuel. He's made numerous statements, man. I think
they're like, what did Joss Whedon do exactly? I mean, they want to know that kind of dirt, you know, that what he did initially that was so bad that this is where we're at now. And it's like, dude, we're in an era where if you treat people in the slightest way, they're going to take it as an affront. So, I mean, it's not something that you should be bullish on set. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't, I don't understand. Like, these are the people that dictate the times to us, but this is what they do behind closed doors.
Yep. So there you go. So apparently, is there a new tweet? I don't know. Did you? I
was looking on Twitter. I didn't see
let me check and just make sure. Nope, that's the same tweet. That's the same tweet that we talked about at the beginning. So there's there's no.
It's all quiet on the Ray Fisher front.
Yep, all quiet on the Ray Fisher. We've covered everything. So.
I mean, at the end of the day,
there's something from January 10th. I mean, but this is all old stuff. Ray Fisher retweeted Marianne Williamson. There's saying there's no unity in refusing to hold people accountable for egregious behavior. There's no healing where there is no serious truth telling, and there's no going forward in life without being willing to clean up the past. Wow, that's a great statement right there. Good Lord, I didn't even see that one, man. That's fabulous. Let me show you that one. He retweeted this, and this is freaking amazing.
Oh, Marianne Williamson.
That's not even his tweet. This is Williamson's tweet. It says there is no unity in refusing to hold people accountable for
Egregious.
Thank you. Egregious behavior. There's no healing where there is no serious truth telling, and there's no going forward in life without being willing to clean up the past. Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Can you please read this?
Lady ran for president.
Here we go right here. At Warner Media, at Warner Brothers Pictures, at Warner Brothers, can you please read this? There you go. That's what we need to be doing, folks. Making our voice heard. One tweet at a time. So I'm just saying that's where I'm at, folks. And that's where we're at now.
Yeah.
And look, if you want to hide under a rock somewhere and act like it's not happening, I don't know what to tell you. I can't go there with you. Like Padme told Anakin, you're going someplace that I can't go.
You're breaking my heart.
Yep. And I won't go. I won't do it. I will not I will not follow. So yep. And here's the thing. Masker Shy says Matt from Lightcast said, if this was such an exaggerated lie, Warner Brothers could have easily just sued Ray and be done. But
yep.
That still hasn't happened.
Yeah. So they would say he's slandering, defaming them, and they have not said that at all.
Nope.
So it's like their silence is very damning at this point. So it's like,
Kelvin, you know what, Kelvin? I will give you this, man. I'll give you this.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with you. I want this stuff to be done. The problem is Warner Brothers will not take the steps to just let it happen. It would have all been done right now. Do you guys understand that if Warner Brothers had just stayed out of their own way with this, like Zack Snyder's whole entire vision would have been done by now. All 5 movies would have been done in the can. If they wanted to reboot, they could have rebooted by now and it would have all been done. Instead, they've made this entire thing happen.
Yeah. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what it is. Like,
so there you go. And yeah, no, ain't nobody going back to Nolan Batman. Come on.
What? Let's go back to Dawn or Superman.
Yep, I guess so. Ballsack to the rescue.
Yes, welcome, brother.
Always love an appearance from Tom Hanks. Ballsack 69. He. Look, this is where we're at, folks. This is what's going on. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have to watch Chris's video, because if that's the case, man, man, Chris, if you watch this video, know that my heart goes out to you, man. I feel you. I feel you. Because this is wrong. Yep.
I agree. I'm tired of Superman 78 too. Let it die.
Look, I love Superman 78. I love Superman 2. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I like Superman 3. I even enjoy Superman 4. I got a Nuclear Man t-shirt upstairs. Okay? But you know what? Here's the thing. That movie is 42 years old. Christopher Reeve is long gone.
Yeah.
Y'all got to move on at some point. Not to say that you disrespect it and that you just trash it and just throw it in the garbage and act like it's never happened. I'm not saying that. But this idea, like, we can't move on from that.
Yeah, it doesn't make any. It's like the Chewbacca defense. It does not make sense. Chewbacca.
No, and look, everybody's got their own opinion. Look, 78 Superman, Christopher Reeve Superman was definitely the Superman of that time.
I mean, I still get goosebumps when I hear the John Williams theme. That's how much I love that song.
Look, when I see Christopher Reeve step out of the spinning doorway or whatever, and he steps out, man, and he flies and stuff, and he catches Lois and all that. That is breathtaking to me. So he looks just like Superman of the comics before they've changed any of his costumes or anything like that. He pulls off the red trunks and does it well. Okay. You will never hear me talk negatively about that movie, but I will say I will not stay in one spot for the rest of time and act like that's what should we keep only 68 Batman? Not move on from Adam West and Burt Ward?
Well, I think the perfect example is if you watch the documentary that John Schnepp made about Superman Lives. Like, there's a reason why we didn't see a Superman movie for 12 years or however long it was between, actually it was longer than that.
Yep.
You know, and it was because Batman got screwed up.
Yes. Yep. So,
I mean, yeah.
So there you have it, folks. I agree. This one I'm going to leave you with. The Ashman says it here. Respect the past, embrace the future.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers has done neither. And I'm going to say hi to Davis Steele because I haven't seen Davis Steele for a long time. But here's the thing, guys. Seriously, I can't go here with you guys. For those of you who are trying to troll and act like, Ray Fisher did something wrong. Ray Fisher didn't do anything wrong. Ray Fisher tried to go through the proper channels. And, Matt Jarbo's got a hot take. Got a big hot take there.
Well, it saved me some money, honestly.
Got a big hot take.
It's like $15 a month I don't have to spend.
Snyder Cut is coming up. That's a hard, I don't even know that I can go there. Look, you know what I mean?
The thing about it is
plus HBO, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know you can make connections, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, I'm starting to feel like, no, you're not wrong, dude. Like, we really need to. Like, no bull on that one. But no,
I get it. Like, I just read it, man. I just read it, Matt. It's just a hard pill to swallow. I'll be honest with you.
It's like the Snyder Cut is starting to feel like a funeral. Like we're marching towards the end, and it kind of. Oh, man.
And screw you, Warner Brothers. Screw you, Warner Brothers, for doing this at the 11th hour and trying to make the Snyder Cut a funeral. When we have been happy this year because of seeing this and thought that we were being respected, thought that we were being treated with kindness and respect out of getting the Snyder Cut, and now you're going to do something like this. Screw you, Warner Brothers. Mm-hmm. You don't respect the people who pay for you.
Yeah, well, you can mosaic this out. This is how I feel about Warner Brothers.
man, I'm done. I'm done, and I don't know what to do, Matt. I don't know what to do with that thought right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but you're right. Though.
I respect the thought.
Continue to support that. At the end of the. Man, it's like everything's pulling apart.
Look, I know, Matt. So support the service until you get what you want, then leave. How is that accountability? Like I said, these are
Stop hitting us with truth, man. What the hell?
These are some hard. Look, these are definitely some hard questions and some interesting things to deal with. All I can tell you guys for right now. Keep the pressure on, Warner Brothers. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what decisions to make, but I ask you, please keep the pressure on Warner Brothers, at least on social media. You guys did an excellent job today. You guys did a phenomenal job today of keeping the pressure on Warner Brothers. Keep tweeting out hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. Keep putting things in. And tagging Ray Fisher in it, tagging Warner Brothers, Warner Media, Warner Pictures, AT&T, keep doing that. Let them see that we will not just go silently into the night. All right.
We need that speech from Bill Pullman at the end of Independence Day. We will not vanish without a fight.
Man. All right, guys. Well, hey, I got to go. We got to start another show here in about 15 minutes. You can come right back here to the Poindexter Lounge if you want a good laugh and you want to have a good time. We do our show. Thank you, Detective 96. I try to give you a wholesome, honest, inspiring content, and I'm glad that you feel that way, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. I can't even put into words sometimes how much I do appreciate each and every one of you. But me and Johnny will be back in just a few minutes with our 2 Cents on Nonsense show, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna laugh, but in the meantime, we're always gonna stand with Ray Fisher. Don't forget, we got all kinds of fun stuff coming up. But yeah, we're gonna go after this guy tonight, and I'll give you a little teaser. You know, last week we put out a challenge to Mike Zero that if he's watching to do a couple of certain things, we're going to leave it up to you all to tell us if you think that he did those things. Just saying. We will see. We shall see. All right. Also, don't forget our store. You guys can pick up cool stuff like this, like the new Poindexter Lounge memorabilia, where we got some new Poindexter Lounge memorabilia here for you with this logo on it. This is a fun logo. And you can get this on a lot of different things. And then, of course, all of our other stuff that you can get.
Swing by, check out the new Master of None store.
Yeah. Ooh, check you out, buddy.
Yeah, we got the mask. The T-shirt's on the way. Haven't got it yet, but
nice.
Face 2020 with me on your face.
Nice. Yes, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button as well as that like button before you leave here. Give us a thumbs up, all right? So that tells YouTube that you dig what we're doing, all right? And it gets it out to more people for sure. Appreciate you all. I appreciate you, Brian. Thank you.
Always fun.
Thank you to all of our moderators in the chat. Appreciate you all. Like I always say, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. And we're living that out right now. I will not sit by and have Warner Brothers tell me that my fandom doesn't matter or that my opinion doesn't matter. But I'm going to be respectful. And I ask and implore you all to be respectful of everybody else's fandoms as well. But hey, hashtag us united. We are united. It doesn't mean that we always agree about everything. It doesn't mean that we see eye to eye or that you like everybody in the fandom. It means that when it comes down to it, when it comes down to the Snyder Cut and when it comes down to important things regarding the DC fandom, we are together.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, we got each other's backs.
We unite for the common good. So, hey, treat each other right and stay nerdy. And hashtag, I stand with Ray Fisher. Hashtag Borg Life. Until next time. Bye-bye.